Nothing beat a Jet 2 holiday, you weird ass. And right now, you can save about $100 at House of Hotties to come get you some clothes. Put on Hoover. You get 50 hooves per Jet. Hey, I don't know what the Poetik Flakko got going on, but bro, just keep my name out your mouth. You steady bringing up all this shit that I ain't got nothing to do with. I'm just a rapper. You talking a lot of police shit, and I ain't liking it, man. You making it look like I'm just a badass person, just trying to make it out the ghetto, just like you, partner. Hoover, don't do it. Come on, man. Don't make it out with lies. Like, come on, bro. You doing all this lying shit. That's how you ain't gonna get fired, folks. You gotta stop that shit, bro. It's a young in South Central just trying to get out with this music shit. You trying to do some weird shit and like bring the police into this when I don't have shit to do with nothing on 80s.
Yeah, Flakko. It looked like the Prime Minister Chucky wasn't feeling a little segmento you did, bro. It was far out to be real, bro. I ain't gonna lie back. If this was the 80s, bro, I would have called you a jive turkey for that shit, man. That's jive turkey material, bro. But I understand it, bro. You doing your one too. It's, you know, it be met with backlash or whatever. The information definitely be put out there for the public consumption, though. Yeah, to do whatever they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, although like I think it ain't what you do, bro. It's how you do it. You feel me? I think Flakko, he don't got the same attachment as some of the people who be covering some of these stories. And it's crazy, right? It seems like the people who don't really be having real ties or attachments to certain things be the ones who really go up when they talk about it. Maybe because it's, you know, maybe because it's that very reason that allows them to be free. You understand me? Like when they discussing certain topics, right? They discuss it without I would say empathy or sympathy for what's going on. And bro, it's been going on for too long. All that, yeah, ain't no sympathy or nothing, bro. He's a goddamn hooligan. He's a degenerate. He's this, that, and the third, bro. Get him the f out of here. He don't want to get his mind right. He don't want to contribute to the community, bro, or whatever. Have you? You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it lit, man. We're getting to this shit, man. You know, a lot of people's mad at him or whatever. I ain't mad, Flakko, bro. I understand it, bro. Saluted and hella shit, bro. But at the same time, like I say, bro, it's you know, certain things. You know, it's cool because it's like, that's where certain people come in and fill in the blanks, bro. You know, that's just little shit. But the overall message, I'm on board with.
The real reason that WAG don't like me, though, is because I just wouldn't, because I don't want to call Brick a snitch. You feel me?
What's the real reason why he don't like Tupac, though?
Pertaining to that, man, y'all seen, man, that man, man, Flakko dropped some crazy content yesterday, man. The Brick Baby content talking about that, somebody from out his neighborhood was dangling a shooting tape over his head.
Baby allegedly shooting someone. I mean,
that's an indictment, right?
I'm gonna be real though. Yeah. It's like there are things that people in this office know about, and then there are things that people on the internet know about. For many years now, there has been at least some stuff that some people in the office know about, and that the people in the fan base don't know about, and that people on the street don't necessarily know about. In that particular Flakko video that you're talking about, it's probably his most recent one with Brick Baby in the thumbnail. I really saw Flakko kind of like either intentionally or maybe like forgetting that there are certain things that haven't really been discussed on the internet, but he also is kind of like substantiating some of them. Like he's mixing in little tidbits of things that he knows that the world doesn't know with audio of Brick and other things, and kind of like forcing you to sort of put pieces of the puzzle.
And that's when it get tricky too. Like with certain people, you politic with certain people, bro, it be hard for them to hold that water. Like it's like, especially when it comes to some content shit. We in the content space, it's, you know, it could be lucrative for them up to give some revelations out, bro. You think they not type shit, but you know, I guess he riding a fine line
together in a way that I was a little surprised by.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I put the pieces of the puzzle together, and you know, man, like this shit is crazy out here, man. Then I got that alleged name, but who's supposed to dangle it over him, man? It's cold out here, man. You better grab your jacket.
Damn.
Hey,
it's cold.
I just feel Flakko get way too much chili doing content to even play with your friend, co-worker, and he going through something right now. Like somebody that's desperate for content or something different. Flakko get chili with this content shit. So why even like you could have skipped over this, bro.
But do you think he's saying anything that could up Brick's legal situation? Because if he does, then
basically, not to cut you off. No, basically,
and it ain't like Flakko knew none of y'all, bro. Since he was a little kid or nothing, he just met all y'all. He doing this one too. It's business. It ain't personal. Whatever have you. And I don't think he doing too much. I think he really Brick. You know what I'm saying? Sincerely, and he learning as he go.
Basically, because I did content on it too. No, Flakko basically was like what Adam saying, he was giving hints to stuff he know, and he was basically like, Brick Baby was being loyal to dudes who wasn't being loyal to him, and he started seeing that, but to a degree, it was kind of too late. And so he just played the audio from him being the MDC, and if you listen to the audio, he was kind of giving hints about people being mad at him over the situation, with Nip and Shitty and all type of stuff, how he was getting flack, from that and stuff like that. So like on this little thing, no, he wasn't trying to exploit like Brick or nothing. He was just basically putting it out there like his own homies was dangling the tape over him. He basically somebody allegedly pulled up, he got into a shootout allegedly. And
protecting himself, sound like.
Yeah, but all this is, the feds.
Yeah, that's some nasty work, bro. Dangling the tape over and hell meat though, bro, like Chauncey. Oh,
so I know being investigated by the feds, they allow some shit to go on that don't have nothing to do with the investigation, and you might not get charged for this. You might do get charged for it, depending on how much they got a hard on for you or want you.
But I've been hearing about a video where I'm busting in the parking lot.
Okay, so while this happened, he was being investigated. The feds supposed to seen this, but he's not being charged with shooting at anybody. He's just being charged for discharging a firearm. A felon being in possession of a firearm. So Flakko was just pretty much like, man, look, he got traded on, basically. You feel me? Like, they weren't keeping it real with him when he was keeping it real type shit.
And do we think that Flakko knows that if he don't report on it, somebody else will? So it's like he might as well.
You want to jump to it?
Yeah.
But nah, but
he can frame it in a certain way.
But sometimes you could pass on some.
For sure.
But I don't know. But see, I haven't heard the content, so I'm thinking it's something that's not privy to the public, and then it might be hurtful to his case. But I haven't.
I don't really think it's hurtful to his case though, especially like Brick already took a plea,
right?
And it is kind of a consideration in my mind. Like, well, if there are other things that they know that he did or that they believe that they could prove that he did, and he already took a plea for a certain set of charges. Is it possible that they're just going to loop back around and charge him with other stuff later on in this whole thing? Or
no, that's why when you taking that plea, like you have your lawyer like get you a binded plea. But like for me, right? So you've been hearing everybody say that Brick Baby is facing up to 15 years. So with that, for me, I'm like, damn, why he facing 15 years? Because even though what is it, like 3 guns or 4 guns? It's still all one count in the Fed. So
isn't it a violation too on top of that? Because he's
not a Fed.
He's on probation.
That's all one count. So like the 15 years, I was trying to wonder where that came from. The only way I could see him getting 15 years, unless he was getting charged as an armed career criminal, meaning that he have different elements of being caught with a weapon from state owned up to feds. Then that hit you like, man, off the back, it ain't no deal.
But I thought that was the case, bro. I thought Brick done been caught with guns in Atlanta, multiple guns here, there, this, that, and the third, bro. I thought that, was the stipulation, but whatever, free him.
Talking 15 armed career criminal, but this kind of seemed like a open plea. So it seemed like the content that Flakko dropped kind of furthermore put it in perspective why he is looking up to 15 years.
But okay, my thing about Flakko's recent output is I saw the Brick Baby video, thought it was interesting that he was kind of stepping it up in that regard, but he's also he's kind of made like a conscious decision that he wants to recreate the war in Chirac, but for Los Angeles, and that the recent Hoovers versus everybody war is kind of going to be the content that he makes this content out of.
And I don't agree.
Which, I feel like there's been multiple times where Flakko throughout his time out here has kind of said like, no, I'm not going to make content about LA. Like, I think that was the warning that like Big U even gave.
I think Flakko, he trying to ride that line. He in the mix at this point, so it's tempting. You know what I mean? His job is do content. So, and he ain't he ain't obligated to the streets, but that's the difference between like Cali and other places, bro. You get to sticking your nose where it don't belong, bruh, you might come up out that motherfucker with no nose, bruh. Yeah, you might lose your nostril, bruh. It's serious. And you know, like, but I don't know, like I don't know, like, where we have moved to, because a lot of people be clout chasing and a lot of people want to be famous. So certain things will be allowed. Just like in Chicago, a lot of them dudes, they was upset with act, but at the end of the day, they definitely was grateful and thankful that you know, it was like a take the good with the bad type shit. But
gave him at one point, or it might have been AD or
So
something.
you were in jail and that's cool?
No, before that though, like, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like
he got some calls.
Bingo. Flacco gets this advice from people, takes the advice for a while, and then he kind of forgets about it. Because ultimately, I believe that Flacco has kind of programmed his brain to just be thinking about YouTube revenue at all times, and that's why when he says something like, "Oh, I was on a date with a girl and I had to leave the date so I could make a video about Forrester blowing his hand off," I'm like, for anybody else, I would think like, damn, you weird or you're crazy. But with Flacco, I get it, because that's what has made him successful. And that's almost like the advice that I give people when they ask me like how to become successful with content creation. I'm like, you got to make this everything to you. You can't act like this is number 2 or number 3. You got to go all in on it. And that's what Flacco has done. That being said, myself personally, when I watch videos about the 80 bands situation or all these different Hoover incidents and all these different things going on, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm going to stay away from being on the cusp of talking about late breaking news when it comes to that. We could talk about some once it's all happened and everything, but I'm not really trying to be the one pushing the narrative.
See, I get that they, you know, because it ain't what you, so it's like, when you covering it right, it's about riding that line of scrutiny and sympathy, right? Because you come from them circumstances. That's why I say, like, it might be hard for some shit to resonate with Flacco. And a lot of so-called black people, they, you know, after so long, the sentiment becomes similar to what Flacco be saying. Yeah, ain't no sympathy for him, lock them all up, fuck them. We tired of the hood shit, this, that, and the third, right? But, you know, I think, like, it get tricky, bro. Like what he say up in Friday, bro, when he was telling Smokey, like, it's the principality of it, you know, because it's like, okay, of course, yeah, everybody, they putting this information out there for you to do your 1-2 or whatever. Hey, it's so much shit I know, bro, but I'm not about to just come on here and do it just out of sake for principle. It's the principalities of it. But, you know, Flacco, if you gonna move right and you not gonna be in these environments, you can do your 1-2. Look, it didn't work out too bad for Ag. You know, he got his success and he out the way now, and niggas is grateful for the opportunity, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And somebody is filling in these blanks for him. It's not like he just knew all this shit. You know, I be hearing, when I watch your shit, like, I be like, okay, it's some little shit missing in certain people, and that's good. You feel me? Like, he ain't all the way in the mix, but he close enough, bro.
And pushing the narratives, and that Flacco is, like, there's a dude from Hoover named Treway7, and he's calling him the Prime Minister.
Yeah,
that's
very Warren Chirac-ish.
That's the most academic I ever heard.
What does that mean?
Hey.
I'm mixing it.
I mean, come on, that's like the titles like people get themselves will calling themselves the general or the landlord, or you know, I'm this or the set. So he like just basically elected him like basically a high ranking, you know what I'm saying, official.
But he's kind of pulling it out of nowhere, right? Because I don't know about this dude, but he's a young dude. I'm assuming he's not like a big general or a leader or whatever. But Flacco is like, Flacco finds him hella entertaining, so he's like nominating him to be the star of what he's doing. But that's academics. The Chirac Wolverine, the Chirac Spider-Man. I forget what all this shit was, but he kind of, and he did do a good job. And in a lot of ways, the reason why Chicago's lore is so crazy is in large part because people like him did such a good job making content about it that made people pay attention to it. The thing is, you live hop, skip, and a jump away from South Central, so realistically, I probably wouldn't want to be stoking these flames.
So I ain't gonna lie.
You're willing to be across from these people that don't feel the content you putting out. Like, what's his boy, the missing, what you say his name?
Who? The Prime Minister? Treway7.
No, oh boy, that was across from academics.
Oh,
I think you were big.
Oh no, Vic Mensa.
Vic Mensa. He told him how he felt, bro. Because you reporting on shit, and people don't know how to report without trying to. It's your angle on how you deliver things, and then how people perceive it. Now, off subject, and here to get the message. I DM Adam a long time ago. He did something on Draco. but he made my homie like whatever. Yeah, Draco. Yeah, and yeah, he's still here, but and what? And I wasn't feeling it, and I hit Adam with a message like, boom, which you never saw until recently. We was about to do an interview, but it's how you deliver shit. You can't be disrespecting people, folks, bro, because they got dead family members too. People lost people in these wars. Now, Flakko's not the person to do this type of content because you really don't care about these people. You don't care. It is different from 7, some ABC.
What I mean, bro, that's I think that's the problem. Like it first it come across like no different than Adam when he doing this shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It come across like I don't know if it's because you African, right? Because it'd be Africans in New York. It's Africans that grew up in the hood too, and they know what the struggle is like, and this, that, and the third. But I don't know if it's because you African, bro. You know how they be saying the tethered shit and all this, that, and the third. That you know that you don't feel a connection to some of these people that you can talk to them in that fashion. It's always a jigaboo this, and it just you know the way you be talking, bro, about so-called black people. When you supposed to be so-called black, but we know you African. You know, we just know, you know, this, that, and the third, right? But the way you talk about so-called black people, it don't come across as like you understand the plight of so-called black people, bro. So then for you to be speaking about certain things, it'd be like, hold on, but you can speak about whatever you want to speak about, bro. Yeah, you could be tired of what's going on in the hood and this, that, and the third, and not be in the hood. Yeah, like, hold on, bro, this shit is senseless, it's stupid. You could see something and say, yeah, that's stupid. But when you go too far out your way, bro, it's tricky. Like when you trying to solve the case, and I ain't speaking of in defense of the killers or the thugs and this, that, and the third, but I'm just saying like for action, it's a reaction type shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit like what happened with Trap Lil Ross, right? Let's just run a clip, bro.
I said you do me a favor.
Oh, you said you do him a favor?
Hey, look, I heard.
Hey, listen, what makes you think you can come in and speak like that?
I mean, I thought I was just saying what's up.
You just saying what's up.
Nah, you good. Just saying what's up. How is that? It's like that.
Get the fuck out of the booth, bro. It's good. Get out, bro. Relax, man. Go outside the booth. I don't come outside and I'll talk to you outside the booth. Get out of the booth. That's what it is. Get yourself out of the booth. Good, man. Take him out of the booth, bro. You ain't got nothing. Take him out. I got him. I'm holler at you. Take the guy out of the booth, bro. Bro, get out of my booth, bro. You with him? Let him go. Go, bro. Go with him, bro. Get out of my booth, bro. Get out of my booth. Hurry up, bro.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Tell Blood, get out the booth. You know what I'm saying? And it's right, Trap. Salute to Trap, Lord Ross, right? But I think this is the problem when it be squares in a circle, or you know what I mean? And you trying to be a part of certain shit. You come over there. So I watched the interaction, but you come to Central C, played it cool on some other shit, knowing that they didn't already probably chopped it up about you. Popping it online and making tons of money, right? And whatever, hey, you off of these situations and this, that, and the third. Now, it's public, right? So, like I say, if you was... It's a principle, bro. Not only... So, if you was just reporting the facts, bro, with some empathetically or whatever, how you... And you... It's not what you do, it's how you do it, bro. So, like I said, if you was reporting the facts and you had some empathy and some sympathy or whatever for the situation, nigga be like, okay, I can understand. But when you pop it, you make it as if it's like, you know, like the people you talking about ain't real people, for one, and then you go out your way to put 2 and 2 together, the clues and this, that, and a third, and you know, shit like that. People be like, all right, they be having a little, it come across like, what's up with Blood? And then Trap was trying to act like it's crazy, bro, because Trap gonna ask the nigga, like Central C was saying to academics, like, bro, if anything, I should thank Trap Lord Ross. But really, he didn't want to thank him. He really just don't like what he do. But he like, really, I could thank him because he throwing the police for a loop. He don't know what he be talking about, whatever, hey, right? Trap Lord Ross gonna ask the nigga to fill in the blanks for him. Like, what, bro? That's some nerdy shit, bro. No disrespect to Trap Lord Ross. You gonna ask him you ask a nigga to fill in the blank. You think he want you even talking about him in the first place? You gonna do what you gonna do. You got the right to do that, bro. But it's crazy for you to think like, yeah, I'm about to go mingle and come on, nigga. We know you basically like a mole at this point. You trying to get close to a nigga so you can make another documentary and have the facts right? Hell no, we don't want that. But, and I think it's similar with Flakko, bro. You come across as an outsider speaking on shit you don't know nothing about, bro, and profiting about it and popping it type shit. They like, hold on, bro. you making hella money, you telling, you trying to get a indicted type shit, and you talking hella shit, and you acting like a nigga won't get up with you like I'll get up with the rest of these niggas. But you know, like niggas won't throw you in the mix. But you know, it be, bruh, it's crazy too, bruh. It is, bruh. I ain't gonna lie. Trap was acting hella hard after the fact. Like, yeah, nigga, I stood my ground, and it's like blood, and they told you to get out the section, and you know, he was talking to you in a it just. I understood you stood your ground, but it wasn't really nothing to stand on. You should have just respected it. Let me get out this nigga section I have. You know, you out of pocket. At that point, you trying to be the bully, bro, if you don't leave. Like, yeah, I make videos about you, this, that, and the third, nigga, and I'm posting right here. And I know how it's going to look if you press me. Because you kept saying, oh, pressing me, you don't get no points for pressing me. You don't get no points for... Whoa. You a man. I understand that, bro. But don't do that, bro. It's principle, bruh. Don't nobody know. Y'all don't understand that now? It's like, it's principle, bruh. You feel me? Like, nigga be like, oh, he killed that nigga over $2. Nah, he killed that nigga. He took it from him. Should have asked for it, bruh. It's the principle, bruh.
Shout out to W.I.G TV in here. W.I.G TV. Somebody did it. He got his name, W.I.G TV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, WIG TV, hey, I fuck with you, my nigga. I ain't... Gang, shout out, hey, that's the king of Northern California right there. Y'all subscribe to W.I.G TV.
Playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say, yo, playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say, yo, I can't be playing with that paper, ho.